Alright, welcome back to the channel. Warhammer Man back in the studio, and today we've got the official pre-order pricing for this week's upcoming pre-orders. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe for Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, and Warcry content as well. Sometimes dabble a little bit in the Horus Heresy and some of the other games like Blood Bowl also, but mostly just tabletop Games Workshop games in general. So we saw the recent announcement of some kits and terrain, etc. that we've been looking forward to, and now we've got the official prices. And spoiler alert, some are really good and some are pretty bad. So let's take a look. Make sure that you share it. Give me your feedback down below if you think these are good prices, bad prices, and what you are interested in. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So we already have seen the big release this week is the Arena of Shades box. I went ahead and did the breakdown on this for the overall value in the box. And when I say value in the box, I'm comparing it to purchasing these models individual at retail price compared to what you get in the actual box set itself. So we see here quite a big box set, 44 models in total, core rulebook, which is everything you need to play with the exception of some dice. There's a bunch of tokens. There's even some measuring sticks in here. And then obviously our battle scroll cards, which have all the stats you need to play. Some of the special abilities and stuff won't be listed, but overall it's basics to, get some models on the table and have a little fun. So this is a great starter set if you're getting into the game, and could be very much compared to two of the start collecting boxes. Those start collecting boxes are running around $95, $100 a piece right now, and typically contain less models than half this set. So overall, we're going to kind of compare it to that. Two start collecting boxes at $95 a piece will be $190, and you would definitely get less models than this, and you would not have the exclusive ones or the rulebook. But right now we see this is going to be coming in USD at $195, and then also Canadian at $230. I know a couple of people have asked for that. So $195 USD. So the actual breakdown, if we just kind of look at what comes in it and how that stacks up to like retail price, we see that there are 10 of the Witch Elves down here, and they can be built either way. We have the Khinerai Life Takers, which are these flying girls here. They have the option to be built two different ways as well. Those are $60 for each of those sets. And then we have the Doomfire Warlocks, which are retail for $42. So, and then just assuming, we don't know obviously what the Hecatrix will cost, or the high Gladiatrix rather. Assuming she's going to be around $35. Nice new model, fairly decent in size, probably assuming about a $35 price tag on her. The total of all those things together is $197. So if you were just going to go out and buy one side of this right here, that's literally the price of the whole game, and then everything else is included for free. So pretty good deal. Just if you are a Daughters of Cain player, and we're interested in the new models. So that being said, let's keep going through here. So next we see for the Soulblight Gravelords, we have the Bladegheist Revenants, which are these ghost guys back here with the swords. They are $50 for 10. We see the Crawlock, the Jailer. That is right here, and then there's the third model from that Crawlock the Jailer set. That's $42 for those three models. Then we have the Myrmourn Banshees. So we see four of the Banshees right down here. They are $16.50. And then we see the Craventhrone Guard. This is the new unit with the crossbows. We don't have an official price on those because they're not actually available separately. And then the same also with the Scriptor Mortis. Obviously, he's a little larger of a model, very eccentric. So I went ahead and just chose $50 for the Craventhrone Guard. I think that's probably what they will cost when they come out for retail. Even though it's only 5 models, they are larger and they're new. They come with the standard. So I think that's what Games Workshop will probably price them at. And then for the Scriptor Mortis, I assumed $45 for him. He's a little larger than your typical like infantry model. Probably going to be a couple sprues. So picked $45 for him. That comes out to a total of $203.50 for all that. Now, even if you took away, even if I was wrong about the Craventhrone Guard and they're only $40, and the Scriptor Mortis was only $35, you're still looking at, $183.50. So, but with my guess, $203.50. Again, the box set coming in at $195 USD. So the whole entire side, is basically paying for the box. So if you can find a friend to split this box with, just with the models alone, you're basically getting a 50% discount on this box. Not to mention, if you can find this box for 10, 15, 20% off at a retailer or online, you're saving a massive amount over retail value of this box. So in my opinion, this is one of the best, deals or discounts over full price retail that we have seen from Games Workshop in a while. Obviously, pretty much that I can even think of. So pretty much overall, great deal on the box. And then on top of that, you have the battle plan cards, which are not available yet, that are cool for like reference and playing in the game. You have 2 new models that aren't even out yet, plus the 2 character models, plus the 5 Craventhrone Guard that are not actually out yet. And then on top of that, you have the tokens, the measuring sticks, and then of course the core rulebook. So if you give the core rulebook like a $30 value roughly, because you can get that in the Sigmar starter set for $50, and it comes with some models too. So it's obviously not worth $50. The starter book itself, the big thick one, is like $60. This has all the rules from that, but not as much of the fluff. So I figured we'd give it a nice little $30 round off instead of the full price, obviously. So $430 in value for this entire box. Give or take a couple dollars, obviously. For $195 retail, you're talking about literally over a 50% discount, which is basically unheard of from Games Workshop. So I have to say, although this is up from our last box, which was the $170 Fury of the Deep box, it is up about 10%. Going up from $170, $17 would be 10%. So that would put it at $187. So it's a little more expensive than 10% price increase. My guess was 12%, came in pretty much right on target. But the value that you're getting inside this over retail, in my opinion, phenomenal deal. They included the battle plan cards, which I think is a great idea. They included the core rulebook to onboard new players. Great idea. The tokens and stuff like that are nice to have as well. So basically, you can buy this set with a buddy, have no previous knowledge of Sigmar and no models at all, and all you need is a couple dice, and you've got 2 full armies ready to play. So got to give it to this one. Great deal right here. So that being said, let's scroll on down. We can see the models look great too. A couple unique ones. Obviously, these are all brand new models, not previously available. Next, we have the Battlezone Fronteris Nachmund. So with the Fronteris Nachmund Battlezone, you are going to get basically, this is the full set of what you get. You get 2 game boards. You get 2 of the bunkers. You get a bunch of the fence pieces that can be assembled in different ways. And then on top of that, you have the landing pad, which is underneath right here. And then we have the antenna and Auspex shrine. So when it's all said and done, all this stuff together, the box set for the Battlezone Fronteris Nachmund coming in at $220 USD and $270 Canadian. So this is by far the most pricey box set we have seen for terrain in a long time. Now, this is some chunky terrain. It's heavy, it's big, it's durable. I'll give you that. There's quite a bit of it too. This is enough to fill, basically a 44 by 30 inch board, and we can scroll down and kind of see how that looks and everything. But this is expensive. This is real pricey. They basically have justified it through a bunch more price increases, but we'll get into that. So we already saw obviously everything in the range pretty much go up by like 12% across the board. And then on top of that, now the new kits that are coming out substantially higher than the old kits that would be the equivalents basically. So very unfortunate to just see this nonstop, price bloat from GW. But let's take a look. So here's our 2 boards that come with it. Again, they're available separately. I didn't get the price on those for some reason, but I'm assuming those are going to be right around like $50 for the 2 boards. Next, we have this is a breakdown of everything that comes in the box. Here's the individual sets that come in it. So this is the STC Hab Bunker and Stockades. So you basically get 2 of these in the Fronteris Nachmund Battlezone. And each one of these USD is coming in at $80, Canadian 100. So it's $80 for this right here. And you get 2 of those in the set. And then next, scrolling down. And this was previously available, but these are new. When it was previously available, it was always available inside of something else, never just individually. So we really don't have like an actual reference point to compare it to. And then next we have the Fronteris Landing Pad. This thing is pretty big and pretty chunky, but we see this coming out at $70 USD, 85 Canadian. Again, it's pretty big, but in my opinion, that's pricey. And then next we have the Battlezone Fronteris Vox Antena and the Auspex Shrine. And the Vox Antena and Auspex Shrine are offered together in a box, like we were discussing in the previous video. And the price on those is also 70 USD or 85 Canadian. So if we total all of that up, we have 2 of the $80 bunker and stockade sets. Let's scroll back up here. So that's basically 2 of these right here with 4 pieces. Now, I did make a distinction in the last video just to clarify. The way this is set up for the stockades and the bunkers, you actually get 2 of this gate piece right here and then 2 of the regular pieces. So instead of having 3 of the regular pieces and 1 gate, if you were to buy these individually, you get the big bunker, you get 2 of the gate pieces, and then you get 2 of the regular pieces. So essentially this is $80 right here, almost exactly. This is $80 right here, so that's $160 at retail. And then we have $70 for the antenna and Auspex Shrine, so that is $230. And then we have $70 for the landing pad, so that is $300. And then of course we have the game boards as well, coming in at roughly $250. So $250 worth of stuff coming in this box. No, did I add that up right? I think I messed that up. 80 plus 80, 160 plus 140 is 350. So it's 80 and 80 is 160 plus 70 and 70 is 140. So it's $350 with the game boards, and it's coming in at $220. So it's really not that bad a deal compared to retail, I guess. For $220 versus $350, you're basically getting about, what is that, $350, a third of that knocked off would be like $115. So it would be around $235. So you're getting about a 33% discount, almost 40% discount over buying all this individually. Would you buy the game boards individually? Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just comparing it to the actual retail. In my opinion, though, the problem is not so much the big box set, but the value is derived from a bunch of other overpriced stuff, in my opinion. I mean, these are great terrain. I love Games Workshop terrain, but the prices on this stuff is just getting pretty ridiculous here. We saw that previous Sector Mechanicus set come out right before the new Kill Team box came out, and it was $150 for that set, and it was a bunch of Sector Mechanicus terrain. Now that terrain has previously been available. You get quite a bit of it, probably equal to or more than what comes in this set right here. I think you definitely got more than this, and it was $150. That was not that long ago, so this is up basically 50% more than that. Now, granted, some of that is a premium because it's new and it was never, most of this was never available before. Some of it is, price increases. Some of it's the stealth price increases. But to tell you the truth, I mean, this is expensive. This is not a good deal, in my opinion, at all. This is a horrible deal. Buying it individually is an even worse horrible deal. But at $220 for this terrain set, I don't exactly think this is going to be a hit. I really like the look of it. I already have a couple of these bunkers. The landing pad is nice. It's almost twice the size of the bunkers. The wall gate things are pretty cool as well. They have some cool play. They have some decent, playability on the battlefield. I really like the look of these. This thing is a little tall and awkward. Probably gets knocked over a lot playing the actual game. I'll be honest. This thing is really cool. I like the idea of the satellite. I like the idea of there potentially being special rules for this stuff. But the truth is, $220, this is a pass for me. This is a pass for me. There's no way I'll be picking this up for $220. It just is not. There's not enough in here. It's not a good deal, in my opinion. I just don't like it. I don't like it. It's not worth it to me. It's very cool. It's a nice set. I like the idea of it. I will just use the existing scatter terrain that I have that matches this, like the little broken walls and pieces, to make something similar to the stockade. And then I have a couple of these bunkers already, and then maybe I will pick up either the landing pad or these pieces as well, or possibly not. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe I'll just add in some other stuff, like some of the jungle trees or stuff like that I have. But yeah, this is a pass for me. I just don't see the value being there. Again, I mean, if you compare it to the retail values, it's not bad. $70 for this. I mean, that's expensive. Most of the terrain kits that are out right now are like 50 to 60 bucks. So it's a premium on top of that. Not terrible. 70 bucks for these things, $35 a piece. You know, again, 60 bucks I think is like the breaking point for these. I don't see them being worth more than that. And then for these, 80 bucks basically for the little building, which you get almost no play out of if you build it like this. You sort of have to do like the half assembly, how I said, where you kind of leave it in two separate pieces and you have partial buildings. You're not really going to get any play out of this on the battlefield. Like, it's good for line of sight blocking, but you don't really get to interact with it the same way as a lot of other terrain. So, and then, you know, again, the walls, they're cool and everything, but I just don't see it. I don't see this kit right here being worth $80. I see each of these sets being worth 60 bucks. This to me is 60 bucks. This to me is 60 bucks, 60 bucks, and then these two together, 60 bucks. I think the value of this actual set, if you added it up, the retail on these, you know, we're talking about, what, $240 plus the boards. So maybe $280, $290. Again, still over retail. You're buying it for $220. You're getting an okay deal. But, you know, you would think if they were 60 bucks a piece and then they're packaged together, this thing should be cheaper. I think man, not to be petty, but if this came in at 200, I might buy it. If it came in at 180, I would definitely buy it. But the extra push over 220, it's a pass for me. It's a pass for me. When I look at what came in like the Zone Mortalis set, for instance, the amount of terrain that you got in that set, you got the books, you got the, you know, fold out board, you got the dice, you got, you know, 30 models, maybe not quite 30. I think it was 15 for the corpse grinders and maybe 10. What was it? 11 for the Adeptus. You know, 26 models, all the books, the dice, the cards, the board, and a ton of terrain, and that was $230. This is not a good deal to me. This is absolutely a horrible deal. Probably one of the worst deals. I really like this terrain. I was definitely looking forward to this and was probably going to pick it up, but at $220, I'm drawing the line. That's it. That's my line in the sand. $200, would I still get it, but, you know, kind of be like bitching? Probably, but I just don't see it. I did not get, unfortunately, the prices for the made-to-order stuff. So I speculated a little bit on those, but I really have no idea what they're going to come out as. Did not get the official stuff for like the Forge World or anything like that either. And then the books, I can only speculate on those. I did not get any of this special, extra, whatever prices. So you got to let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think of the prices? Is the terrain worth it? Is this a complete ripoff for the terrain? You know, am I just being petty over $20? I can definitely afford it. $20 not going to make or break the bank for me. But you know what? I got plenty of other terrain I can build, play with, whatever. If anything, maybe I'll buy the bunker if I want that. But honestly, I think I'm probably just going to pass on all this. So let me know what you think down below. Good deal, bad deal. Am I overreacting? Am I underreacting? I know sometimes people are like, dude, are you crazy? This is a horrible deal. And I'm like, well, it doesn't seem that bad compared to retail. Arena Shades, I'm definitely picking up. This is great. I love it. I will definitely be picking up Arena of Shades. So once again, kind of getting pushed towards that Sigmar a little bit and a little away from the overpriced Warhammer 40k tax. So, but that's it for today. Let me know what you think down below. If you like this type of content, I'm always curious to hear your opinions. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Obviously, anything Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, and of course, Warcry, and whatever else Games Workshop, tabletop game oriented. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.